Biafra, superstars, media.
Fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you listen to the sound of my voice. My name is Biafra Superstars Media. Today, the 19th of June, 2025, our leader is in court. The case now is no trial for him, no case to answer. Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer. But for now, I wanted to please listen to what the Nigerian media are saying about Nnamdi Kanu, then I'll come back. Listen.
The trial of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, continues at the Federal High Court Abuja with the testimony of the fourth prosecution witness. Led in evidence by the prosecuting lawyer, Mr. Adeboyega Womolo, the witness told the court that shortly after officials of the Department of State Services recovered a transmitter from a premises in Anambra State, the equipment was delivered to the National Broadcasting Commission for inspection. Quoting the report, the witness explains that the transmitter is German-made and is made for use on FM frequency. The witness states that the report also stated that the transmitter can only be procured and installed after being issued a license, which the NBC did not license for Radio Biafra to broadcast in Nigeria. He also said that investigation confirmed that the defendant is the owner of the transmitter, which he kept in the premises of one Benjamin Madubugo. The witness also testified that a member of the Eastern Security Network, who he identified as Uzoma Benjamin, spoke about how they allegedly received directives from Kanu to kill security agents and ensure that a deceased member of the group, known as Ikonso, was buried with 2,000 human heads, adding that only 30 heads were buried. He also gave details of how the late former aide to ex-President Goodluck Jonathan, Mr. Ahmed Goodluck, was killed in Owerri, Imo State. He said the investigation revealed that the invasion of Owerri prison by IPOB members was directed by Mr. Kanu in one of his broadcasts for his followers to attack and kill security operatives of the federal government of Nigeria. The witness adds that there are records about the number of security agents allegedly killed in the southeast and that the number stands between 170 and 200. Under cross-examination by defense lawyer Mr. EKPA, the witness said that there is no record of the importation of the transmitter, said to have been smuggled into the country by Kanu. When asked if he's aware that Radio Biafra was registered in London and broadcast from there, the witness said that when Kanu was arrested in Lagos in 2016, he was arrested with his broadcast equipment. The witness asked that he's not aware that the Imo State government issued a statement to the effect that Goodluck's death was political. At the end of the cross-examination, the trial judge, Justice James Omotosho, adjourned further hearing till Thursday, June 19, 2025, for the prosecution to call its fifth witness, Emmanuela Ekele, Channels Television News.
Hold it there for me. Hold it there. Yes. That was what happened yesterday. I will also address what they said yesterday because they gave some revelation in the analysis. The good news is that after today, when they brought in their so-called fourth witness, Justice James Omotosho said, okay, going forward, it is clear that Nigerian zoo government has no case against Nnamdi Kanu. So they've been given, the defense team of Nnamdi Kanu has been given 15 days to declare a state of no case to answer. And also for the prosecutors to either succumb to it or challenge that statement. And the next hearing will be on the 18th of July. So technically speaking, the case of Nnamdi Kanu is done and dusted. Today, the case of Nnamdi Kanu is done and dusted. However, being a scholar of history, being a man with high sense and foresight, I overheard this news media because I told you, Nigerian government and their media, they work hand in hand. They have the script at hand. They know what they are doing. They have the script. They know how they roll when they do what they do. So I want us to hear again, please listen carefully to what transpired when it comes to the so-called radio transmitter and whose house it was kept. The one they call Madobugo. Now you understand how Nigerian government got the wind that Nnamdi Kanu was importing a radio transmitter when there was no problem, there was no fire, there was no smoking gun, but suddenly Nigerian government became interested. And as God will have it, from the script of the Nigerian Zoo media, we've now heard that the equipment was left at the home of Madobugo. You see me, I have the brain of an elephant, or the memory of an elephant. I don't forget things. So follow me in this one slowly. Listen to what they said. Listen to the caster, the broadcaster, whatever you want to call them. Listen to what they said. Let's go again.
The trial of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, continues at the Federal High Court Abuja with the testimony of the fourth prosecution witness.
Listen.
Led in evidence by the prosecuting lawyer, Mr. Adadiolamma, the witness told the court that shortly after officials of the Department of State Services recovered a transmitter from a premises in Anambra State, the equipment was delivered to the National Broadcasting Commission for inspection.
Okay.
Quoting the report, the witness explains that the transmitter is German-made and is made for use on FM frequency. The witness states that the report also stated that the transmitter can only be procured and installed after being issued a license, which the NBC did not license for Radio Biafra.
Okay, in that case, it means you can sanction them for not being licensed, or you can seize the item. That's not a case. If I brought in a car that doesn't meet the threshold, you seize the car at the customs, or you fine me for bringing such a car. That's not a case. But I'm not going there. Now, listen to the next thing they will say. Please. Listen to the next thing they will say. Follow me.
Cast in Nigeria. He also said that investigation confirmed that the defendant is the owner of the transmitter, which he kept in the premises of one Benjamin Madobugo.
Boom! It was also confirmed that the defendant, Nnamdi Kanu, was the owner of the transmitter, which he kept in the home of one Benjamin Madobugo. Ifegeme, oh. Ogeme. Ifegeme nebata. Fellow Biafrans, as you all know, this man called Benjamin Madobugo, today, we now know where he stands. But when you now go deeper, that how come there was a video camera showing Nnamdi Kanu at the wharf in Lagos when the transmitter was cleared? A video showed him saying, this one really na powerful one, or na ebano. This transmitter na ebano. As it was cleared from wharf. A video was shown in court of Nnamdi Kanu saying this transmitter is the best na ebano at the Lagos seaport wharf, where they call MPA, National or Nigerian Post Authority. A video was showing him speaking that way. The question is, who recorded the video? How did the Nigerian government capture a video footage of Nnamdi Kanu inspecting it, saying, this is the main one. This transmitter na ogbonge na ebano na ogbonge one we buy so. It means people around him were wearing cameras. People around him, they had a microphone without him knowing. As he was inspecting it, they were recording him. Not only that, it was kept at the home of Madobugo. Now it is clear who is working with the Nigerian government. Today, we said Ejiofor was the eye of Nigerian government in IPOB. And you know the right-hand man of Ejiofor is Madubugo, the one who kissed Nnamdi Kanu in a way similar to what Judas Iscariot did to Nnamdi Kanu. So let's take it back and listen again. You will now know where the problem of Nnamdi Kanu emanated from, where it came from, way back since 2015. It's always those around you that will set you up. Because the so-called zoo government in Abuja has no business knowing what is going on in Lagos. And not only that, having a camera, a video footage of Nnamdi Kanu holding the transmitter saying, this one, Ogbonge, I have bought the best one. It makes no sense. Only a spy, only the eye of the Nigerian government can have such information and was sharing it with the Nigerian government in Abuja. So let's take it back. Listen to what he said. Listen.
Continues at the Federal High Court Abuja with the testimony of the fourth prosecution witness.
Listen.
Led in evidence by the prosecuting lawyer, Mr. Adeboyega Womolo, the witness told the court that shortly after officials of the Department of State Services recovered a transmitter from a premises in Anambra State, the equipment was delivered to the National Broadcasting Commission for inspection.
Listen.
Quoting the report, the witness explains that the transmitter is German-made and is made for use on FM frequency. The witness states that the report also stated that the transmitter can only be procured and installed after being issued a license, which the NBC did not license for Radio Biafra to broadcast in Nigeria.
Listen.
He also said that investigation confirmed that the defendant is the owner of the transmitter, which he kept in the premises of one Benjamin Madubugu. The witness also testified that a member of the Eastern Security Network, who he identified as Uzoma Benjamin, spoke about how they allegedly received directives from Kanu to kill security agents and ensure that a deceased member of the group, known as Ikonso, was buried with 2,000 human heads, adding that only 30 heads were buried.
That's just some bullshit, some obiter dictum. But that tells you the eyes of Nigerian government within the movement. Benjamin Madubugo. Hey, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. At this point, my people, at this point, I wish to bring to you what our brother is speaking about. The legal counsel of Nnamdi Kanu, one of the members, the highly esteemed barrister Aloy Ejimako, a man that I told one time, I told him in a quoted song, I said, when you see Nnamdi Kanu, make you tell him, say ho ho ho, we dey go for Biafra ho, we go meet him for dear ho. When you see Nnamdi Kanu, make you tell him, say ho 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 ho, we dey go for Biafra ho, we go meet him for dear ho. Na Simon Ekpa be the man. Na Simon Ekpa de duamo. Ọba tó bí. Ọba tó bí. Oh my God. Spiritual. That was a coded message to let our leader know that, yes, despite he's around enemies and vultures, those he called the DOS, those who are blackmailing him, those who are opening a rogue office in Germany against the order of Nnamdi Kanu, those who betrayed him in Kenya in a bid to assume that the movement of Biafra is dead, those who sold him out to the caliphate for $19 million, those who assumed that keeping him somewhere, kidnapping him and keeping him somewhere means Biafra is dead. We were glad that in a coded song and message, All I wanted is for Aloy Ejimako to pass that music, pass that coded message to Nnamdi Kanu, to let him know we shall meet him in Biafra. And ever since you saw our leader in a new light, he became more confident. He was smiling more often in court. He was given access to the media, and the rest became history. The moment he knew that his most beloved disciple, Mazi Simon Ekpa, was forging ahead with the movement, he felt so good about it, and it helped to quicken his spirit. So today, I want you to see what's going on. Forget what you watch on YouTube, on the social media, in the tabloid. There is no case answered. Today, a no case was entered in court. Justice James Omotosho now knows that the game has changed from reggae to calypso. He knows the music has changed. He saw the two American observers that came to observe how Nigerian zoo government were running their own courts. They knew the game was changing. And when those people appeared, they knew the game has changed. Before I go deeper on this one, I want to say thank you to Donald Trump, the president of America. I thank you for the visa ban that is coming upon Nigeria and the other criminal countries. If they cannot fix their country, why would they send their children to the Western world? If they cannot fix the health condition, the school in that zoo called Nigeria, why would they have access to the best of schools and healthcare infrastructures in the Western world? If they cannot respect the rule of law in that zoo called Nigeria, why would they go to America and be happy to use a taxi, to be on a train, to be on a tram, to use a bus, as we saw lately of the one they call Oji Uzo Kalu? America is watching. The Pope has spoken. Catholics in Biafra land, they are crying out loud. The world is speaking. The eyes of the world has zoomed on Nigeria. We want them, but they refuse to listen to us. They said, no, blame the Igbos for everything. In the face of terrorism, they were doing tribalism. It was okay to be tribalistic in the face of terrorism. But today, the chicken has come home to roost. Those who were laughing at us, those who were saying, yes, kill the Biafrans, those who changed our name from Biafra to Biafrod, today, the chicken has come home to roost. In their backyard, on their doorsteps. Those we warned them about, that they were coming, they were coming, they were coming. The terrorists we warned them about were coming in 2012. They have come. Fellow Biafrans, without any much further ado, I want to read to you what Aloy Ejimako said on his X page just 1 hour ago. He said, and I quote, "Today, the Federal Republic Government of Nigeria closed the case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The court granted the defense 14 days to file its written address on a no-case submission, and 14 days to the prosecutions to respond. The court then adjourned to 18th July 2025. Thank you for your support." Aloy Ejimako, Aloy Ejimako, Aloy Ejimako, Aloy Ejimako. When you see Nnamdi Kanu, oh, make you tell am say ho ho. We dey go for Biafra, oh. We go meet am for there, oh. When you see Nnamdi Kanu, make you tell am say ho 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 ho. We dey go for Biafra, oh. We go meet am for there, oh. Na Simon Ekpa be the man. Na Simon Ekpa dey do am, oh. Ọba tó Ọba tó
Yeah, Biafra, Biafra. Yeah, Superstar Media. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra. I wanna know. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra, Biafra. I wanna know. We're going back to the land. We're going back to the motherland. Biafra, Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We're going back to the land. Tell me about Biafra. We're going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra, Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We're going back to the land.